Financial problems at Detroit Public Schools extend far beyond declining enrollment. And now the question becomes, can a fourth emergency manager really change anything? At a time when Detroit's future seems brighter than ever, the city's public school system remains in a state of emergency. Not one, not two, not even three of the governor's appointed emergency managers could complete the job they were appointed for. It's a sore subject for Dr. Betty Hines, a former teacher, principal, and executive director of curriculum who spent nearly 40 years with DPS.
Detroit Public Schools nationally was a system at one time that promoted excellence.
On January 15th, the Detroit School Board can vote out current EM Jack Martin, but many expect the governor to announce a fourth prior to that date.
The education of our students is not limited to bean counting. It seems that we need to look at what did not work with the other managers and say, what is it that we need to do?
State Senator Burt Johnson from Detroit says instead of continuing a pattern of failure, it's time for the district to go through a managed bankruptcy. Similar to the city, it would take experts like those previously hired and maybe even a grand bargain of some kind.
We have had the state in charge of the school district for 15 of the last 16 years. It has not worked. It is time for people to admit it and let us move on. The City of Detroit's Public School District, DPS, needs to be allowed to go through bankruptcy so it can shed itself once and for all of debt. Then you need to bring in an academician to let that person establish curriculum. We need to place less emphasis on the tests, and we need to invite children and parents back to the district and let them learn.
The governor's spokesperson tells us no decision has been made so far, and several options are still on the table. But with a roughly $170 million deficit, those who know say something has to change when the same old solutions just aren't working.
We continue to cut programs. We continue to put more and more students in classes. We continue to look at mass experiences. Those will not work.
Tonight I reached out to Detroit Public Schools spokesman Steve Wasco for a response to this story. However, he declined to give us any comment, instead referring us to the governor's office. More on this to come. From Detroit, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.